Have you ever looked at a woman and thought, is she feeling something more, or am I imagining it? Most men miss the signs not because they're blind, because they're not listening closely enough. If a woman is developing feelings for you, she will say these 7 things and nut. They don't always sound romantic on the surface, but hidden beneath her casual words are deep emotional cues that psychologists have studied for years. Welcome to Dark Psychology, your trusted space for real, relatable advice about love, connection, and everything in between. Today's video is not just a list. It's a roadmap to understanding how women express love before they realize it themselves. Stick around till the end, because the final phrase she'll say, it's the ultimate emotional confession, and it might change the way you look at attraction. Forever did you know that women subconsciously give away their emotions through their words long before they admit them? You see, language isn't just about communication. It's about connection. When a woman starts catching feelings, her words change, her tones, often her vocabulary becomes emotionally infused. Whether she realizes it or not, the way she speaks to you becomes different, intimate, vulnerable, and layered with unspoken emotions. According to behavioral psychology, people express emotional attachment through subtle linguistic patterns, microsignals buried in conversation. Dr. John Gottman, a legendary relationship psychologist, found that the words people use in relationships are among the most powerful predictors of long-term emotional investment. So if you've ever wondered, is she into me, start by listening not to her big declarations, but to the small, spontaneous things she says when her guard is down, because a woman will always reveal her emotions before she confesses them. Outright sign number 1, I feel like I've known you forever. This phrase might sound simple, but it's a huge emotional signal. When a woman says this, she isn't just making polite conversation. She's expressing that she feels safe, understood, and emotionally at home with you. It's her subconscious telling her heart, I belong here. Psychologists have found that women tend to form emotional bonds faster than men, especially when they feel emotionally seen. Dr. Gottman calls this emotional safety, and when she feels emotionally safe around you, she starts linking you with things like trust, warmth, and comfort, the core ingredients of romantic attraction. Let's say you've only been talking for a couple of weeks, you're sitting across from her, and she suddenly says, it's so weird, I feel like I've known you forever. That's not a casual comment. That's her soul whispering through her words. You've made an emotional impact. You've made her feel that she can exhale around you. And that's rare. How should you respond? Don't brush it off. Don't make a joke out of it. Instead, lean in, say something like, so are you saying we were soulmates in another lifetime? Or if you want to be sincere, that means a lot. I actually feel the same way. By affirming that connection, you create a space where her emotions feel safe to grow. Sign number 2, you're one of my closest friends now. Hold on, don't panic. We know this sounds dangerously close to the friend zone. But here's the twist: when a woman says this early in your connection, especially when you haven't known each other that long, it's actually a test, a subconscious checkpoint. She's measuring emotional intimacy. Why? Because for most women, emotional security always comes before physical attraction. It's how they determine who is worthy of real emotional investment. If she's sharing personal stories, opening up about old scars, telling you things she wouldn't tell others, she's not friend zoning you, she's investing in you. So when she says, I feel like I can tell you anything, you're one of my closest friends, that's not rejection, that's emotional alignment. That's the foundation of real love. How do you respond? Don't look disappointed. Don't say, oh, just a friend. Instead, own it. Say, that means a lot. Honestly, I think the best relationships start with real friendship. What does this do? It shifts her perspective. It lets her imagine a future with you that feels safe and real. Hint 3. You're so different from other guys I've met. When a woman says this, pay attention, because this is not a throwaway compliment. It's actually a massive psychological indicator of attraction. She's saying you stand out in her mind, and in the world of dating and relationships, standing out is everything. Women are constantly filtering their experiences with men, looking for patterns, gauging consistency, measuring how someone makes them feel. When she tells you you're different, she's already placed you above the rest. Psychologists call this selective perception. Once we begin forming emotional attachment, we start to interpret reality through that emotional lens. She's beginning to compare everyone else to you. Maybe she says, you're not like most guys I've met, you actually listen, or you're different in a good way. Those are loaded statements. What she's really saying is, you're high value, you're someone I see potential in, how should you respond? Instead of simply saying, thanks, playfully lean into the moment. I'll take that as a good thing, then go deeper. What exactly makes me so different? Why does this work? Because you're encouraging her to verbalize her attraction. When she starts listing the reasons she's drawn to you, your kindness, presence, the way you make her feel, it reinforces those emotions in her own mind. And when a woman begins to convince herself she's attracted to you, you're already in her heart. Sign number 4. I feel like I can be myself around you. This is one of the deepest signs of emotional intimacy, and yet many men miss its full meaning. When a woman tells you this, she's saying, I trust you with the real me. Think about it. Most of us wear social masks. We hide our quirks, fears, and even our joy around people we're unsure of. But the moment someone feels safe enough to drop that mask, that's the moment real, emotional connection begins. Psychologists refer to this as authenticity bonding. It's when we no longer perform, we simply are. And that's where you'll start to notice it in the little things. She gets goofy around you. She lets you see her without makeup. Shadles. You weird stories from childhood. She admits things that make her vulnerable. Then she looks at you and says, I don't know why, but I can just be myself around you. This isn't just comfort. This is a sign of emotional surrender, a sign that she's starting to feel something deeper. How should you respond? Match her energy and don't make her feel judged. Say something warm and playful like, that's the best compliment you could give me. Or even better, good, don't stop, I want to see the full unfiltered version of you. This gives her the green light to open up even more. And once that door is open, emotional intimacy accelerates. Rapidly. Sign number 5, you make me feel seen and heard. This one may sound subtle, but trust me, it's monumental. When a woman says this, she's expressing one of the most powerful emotional needs. Any human has the need to be understood. It's not just about listening. It's about recognizing her inner world, validating her emotions, seeing her, not just what she presents. A recent study in psychology today emphasized that emotional validation is a stronger predictor of long-term romantic success than physical attraction. So what does this look like in the real world? Maybe she tells you about a childhood trauma or a dream that scares her or something she mentioned weeks ago, and you remember later when you bring that up, she looks at you with surprise and says, wow, you actually listen, you make me feel seen and heard. That's the moment she starts emotionally attaching because she feels emotionally safe. How should you respond? Say something genuine like, I think the best relationships are built on understanding and I love hearing your perspective. By reinforcing that her words and she herself matter to you, her connection to you deepens exponentially. Sign number 6, I feel a deep connection with you. Now we're moving into soul-level territory. When a woman says she feels a deep connection with you, she's not talking about shared interest or surface attraction. She's talking about emotional resonance. There are feeling that your energies just align. This is when conversations flow effortlessly, when silence feels comfortable, not awkward, when time seems to stretch or disappear around you. She might say, I don't know what it is, but I just feel a really deep connection with you. That's her intuition speaking, and women are deeply guided by intuitive emotion, especially when it comes to love. How should you respond? Don't joke it off. Don't downplay it. Say, I love that. Real connection is rare, and I think what we have is something special. That one sentence will make her heart feel held, and when a woman's heart feels safe and seen, her love grows without limits. Sign Thugger 7. I can talk to you about anything. At first, this might sound similar to earlier signs like I feel comfortable or you're a close friend. But this one is different. When a woman says, I can talk to you about anything, she's not just talking about connection. She's talking about emotional compatibility. And emotional compatibility, that's the bedrock of lasting love. This statement means she sees you as her safe space, someone who won't judge her, someone who's open-minded enough to handle the full spectrum of who she is, flaws, weird thoughts, wild dreams, and all. Let's be honest, most people have very few people they can truly open up to, even close friends and family members often come with unspoken filters, but when she feels she can truly talk to you about anything, without censoring herself, that's her soul telling her heart, He might be the one. You'll notice this when she starts texting you. Random thoughts at night. She seeks your advice on things she hasn't told anyone else. She shares parts of herself she usually keeps guarded. She might say, I don't know why, but I feel like I can tell you anything. How should you respond? Keep it warm and playful, even the weirdest things, then reassure her with a line like, that really matters to me, I think. Openness is what makes a relationship amazing, because when she knows she can share without fear, she begins to feel what every woman craves in love, emotional freedom, and that freedom becomes the glue that binds her to you. Bonus sign. I miss you. Even when you haven't been gone long, this is the emotional jackpot. When a woman says she misses you even after just a few hours apart, it's not about time, it's about attachment. It's about the fact that your presence in her life has already become emotionally significant. Psychologists call this associative bonding. It's when someone begins to tie their sense of peace, joy, or excitement directly to your presence. When you're gone, even for a short while, there's a void. And that void feels noticeable. Why? Because she's no longer just talking to you or spending time with you. She's emotionally relying on you. You've become part of her inner world. Picture this: you hung out the night before, maybe you grabbed dinner, or just talked for hours. The next morning, out of nowhere, she texts, I miss you. Or she calls and casually says, I was just thinking about you, I kind of miss you. Don't mistake that for clinginess. That is emotional vulnerability. That's a woman reaching out, not just with her words, but with her heart. How do you respond? Keep it gentle. Keep it sincere. That's sweet, I miss you too. Or say, funny, I was just thinking about you. That validation creates emotional harmony, a sense of shared desire and closeness. And when a woman feels that mutual pull, her feelings go from curiosity to connection to deep romantic investment. If you've made it this far, you're not just here for casual advice. You're here because you care, because you want to understand attraction, not through cheesy lines or pickup tricks, but through truth, psychology, and real emotional connection. So, now I want to hear from you. Have you heard a woman say any of these phrases before? Drop a comment below that says, I see the signs. That way I'll know you're part of our real community, the ones who are awake, aware, and committed to becoming the best version of themselves. If this video helped you in any way, if it made you rethink, smile, or remember someone, hit that like button. It's a small gesture that helps this message reach more people who need to hear it. And if you're not subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? This is just the beginning. We post real, honest content every day about love, attraction, and mastering your inner power. Oh, and one last thing, share this video with a friend, someone who might be misreading the signs, someone who deserves to know the truth. Because sometimes all it takes is one video to open someone's eyes to a whole new level of connection. You've already started that journey. Now go deeper. We've recommended the best video for you right here on your screen. Watch it next, and remember, the heart always speaks. You just have to learn how to listen.